Brony, any G, any G. Ubeji property say we are piara. Other Brony, any G, you will never have it.
His wife is, and the integral, like the role she's played in his music career, and that there are women like that are hard to find.
Out of West Science, she shabium. Into a man for was some mindset be say, and a mammy Akosua Serwaa, and a ye nibre for, and on compeda de lumba sem, a man for be brain a casa eddy farmer me Akosua Serwaa. Now, minimo eka say Jebi the Mogul, ababe drop video. Being this video, no be din common. And a nipa ne saying, a quiet daddy lumba, a charity a ye mammy Akosua Serwaa. Ye met your own common, or dobrunia swire she. As at now, no, still now, no. Abutoye mumbaye. Na abutoye mwekre mbaye na shasi ache because Salima video we in some more kafa kusha se sorry odobroni hu no o start so kan yende utumu se Saliman we dwa eye odobroni e woni nyoma bi a oye hu na endi kan entie yonkomo no emfam fi decide.
And there's this place in his house in Tantra that because when he moved to Tantra, one time he just told me, Oba, yeah, too, as if I'm living with them. He was like, Oba, yeah, it's not Tantra. And he took me to the house, and it was this big house but when you walk upstairs to your right, and you go forward, there's this room on your right that he just sits to talk. So sometimes we just sit there and talk, and he will say a lot about his wife. If I realize that he's someone that if he begins to trust you, he begins to talk with you, and he's a good conversationalist. And he would say how special his wife is, and the integral, like the role she's played in his music career, and that there are women like that are hard to find. And she's like a pearl, one in a million. And she's one musician who always would want to talk about his wife. One time he said something, he was like, if I'll say it in English, it was like, Serwaa shem ohumia obetimi ehu de eye me nyina na ebi owo ha o se kwajoba na wa chemi ache na ya se o se jama wa kwa ama obi akobubu wa koma menye sa de no wo se pakache o se menye sa de no nyesa obi bebubu wa koma na wa krokro me. The way he would say it, smiling, I always smile. I always smile when he says it, and I just knew that is a woman that he held in high esteem, and he doesn't hide the fact that she really played a major role in his career. I think that woman is the biggest executive producer that has ever lived, and she's somebody who must be celebrated for her hard.
Yes, he didn't care about himself as the wife cared about him. Why would a man in his late 40s leave a wife to start a life with a young girl? No asa pamo na busuafo nyina afiri ne nkyɛn.
Inarofo se utie nkomo ni sɛ ne kwa na sisi aye maame aye Akosua Serwaa has been vindicated. We ye obi a okoda de lumba fie ho e na o kyerɛ yen settings and I say the setup a okokohia aye oni da de lumba di komo e chichim say da de lumba otai ebo ni first wife ni din. Now the question is eba saying ɛna Daddy Lumba fi Germany back Ghana ha utie de ekwa na amanfo ka no yare we all don't know because ampon so ne nsɛm ɔka is telling us something different. Say Daddy Lumba no yare just 2-3 years yana or start or Daddy Lumba catch and send home fan. And the story aye BBC basabi aye BBC basana utie ensem wa Saliman so kan wade side na say Saliman de onu wedwa odobroni or fire ne de mu odin o si so odobroni fi so ye smart obeyuzu sai kwa je japade fi eye Akosua Serwaa nsem we mame Akosua Serwaa nsem a onu so bo mpae so bi ba beje japade ne fi nsem. You do me, I do you. Out of war, share video we say any day. Efamra.
Brony, any G. Who bet you property say we are piara. Other brony, any G, you will never have it. Including my menua, sister no, a friend say, and a sinner. Including her, Akosua Brempoma, because she revelations be a buyer no. What I say? Almost so normalize it. Say, oh, side chick is you better me the nakasa.
And of course, would you say whoever that is supporting the other side, have something to gain?
Yeah.
But the rightful woman, no,
yes,
so supporting her, rightfully now, so she decides to give you something or not.
Yeah.
But here the lady knows that no.
Yep.
Etino, oh, here more mobile lobby.
Yep.
Now, a man is a baby waiting us. Yep. So a percentage.
Yes.
One more bed. And so I'm not surprised.
Thankfully, Omomudi Odobroni China so ye jeja womo because of Subam Pony. Asha was sem. Omu send said omu vagina come mema. Omu so yeah. Omu nyina no enim guase taretare omu vagina ye jare womo. Eti how would they know better? How would they know better? They wouldn't. They wouldn't. I say, and me, one of the things growing up was say, me making me who say, Obi Owokunu, why say me who say, or the same na me who no matter baby, I met Drew
one in a bit
because it downplays the principle and me uphold.
It
downplays it. It is a wound what Bakono di was so crowd no. What did I'm person mention? I say, later you got to know. And what you got to know, no, what did you do with it? Lumba had to die for Akosua Serwaa to be liberated. Lumba had to die. Sebi Akosua Serwaa and who pain. I want for almost 30-something years of in life. No? I want her to take consolation because when Bibi Andra, Aisha Modi. Is it Aisha Modi, right?
Yeah, Aisha Modi. She loves the boy.
Yes. She says something for the first time.
I realize people commented and said, no, for the first time, yes. She love is making a lot of positive.
Because what she said, they say who couldn't break the sanctity, right? Yeah. Sanctity of your marriage.
Yeah.
Constantly. What you say, no, the baba, at a point, you will say, you pay beer on ye.
What brand?
Oh yeah.
Even though our you don't bother much about what
because said you sit here no say wuja umahwa umabaye
it will not be worth it.
It concentrate on your kids and I feel say Aisha couldn't have put everything that you said.
Yeah, mama no man sister. Yeah, mama no man must we say a man or mobile trainer or munti a janumuja ye na your mama had to suffer alone to take care of parents and all that.
Yes.
Na your papa no mo chele at the time. Obefa ma 1 2 3 ni bia be woni ade. Na say later about bedru say the title keke this one that we are talking it no be anything, it be just the title as a woman who has stood over the years as a wife, gone through all the challenges our rear your film. Obi awari bia related to what we are discussing. I just obi awari
any baby mamas no.
Of course they don't have that.
They don't exactly.
They don't
because they are okay.
So arguments it is because they have not experienced it. They have not. If they have, they would understand Akosua Serwaa. They would and they will not just make unnecessary condemnation of calling her irresponsible. Are you serious?
That's the thing irresponsible.
Like seriously, we are a joke.
I'm telling you,
we are not serious.
Any Ubeji property se wo wiase biara. Odo broni eni je you will never have it. Ana ebi kura de japade no benya. But I pray and say ube wari obema foforo. No so di na adwena ye dey. E beat you. Aje niam ne nyina afri wo nsem. You will never be happy. Causing that woman pain. You will never be happy because not na ni kuro ho. Ana oba ho. Whether traditionally or legally. Say a friend say ohima say o worry illegally. CSC 2004 no worry. Meboa.
Yeah.
Ewo embremu. Ewo Germany. Let's say 21 years ana sa na ye kanwa. Yes, you worry odobro ni time bay. 2010 allegedly. It's worry even what now worry any nyina ba ya nsa na wo de neighbor. There's no justification for that. It's every single pain that you are causing a year Akosua Serwaa no. Odobroni, you will face it 10 million times. And the sad no but that won't pass. Abonsa no ka say ade amede ye mami. Ade amede ye mami because of him she was just looking on. Go ya catch us or call beba.
No. What him say akwa ba tell the foforo obekwa aba now so abrase 2018 no o decide this will be jai be man and ko nya obi eso ni musa maame jiwa japade half ne ko kasa abrei ko dobro ni be eno na yam from so a Akosua se wa ya eye me yama
na wonim se ye ka che ne se sa na aware ti
eye me yama ma no pa
oba ukasa obeja o uja ya ko he na se one chance
obrego ya
in out of what say utie de corner utumi uzo on the internet no amanfo edwa me so di kakra men saka o social media no so no e na me di bi bro na ma me fa mu nsi wa ha na ma me hu so adwen che comment ni mu ade ne di ade de ye wanya o de no ye mfa ndi obi ade de ye wanya o de ne ye mfa ndi obi unim se nipa no ne obi wo ho na obetare hu anu nkyere se be claim ownership ma me fa mu nsi wa ha Ghana gossips more updates more gist eba wakwe